Your hometown station, WMVU.org.
Akron, Canton, Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and worldwide.
There's no words on it.
He loves betraying people. He gets off on it. He's committed.
Fight it, and we'll do it live.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. If you're a new listener, just type in Pentagon tested gay bomb on Iraq. They didn't consider using it. They've used it on our troops.
And welcome to your long ride home. I am your host, Michael Long. Over there is Corey Hennessy. Michael Long, the king of Akron Radio. And over there is Corey Hennessy, my lovely, voluptuous co-host. He's very excited to be here today.
Yeah. Friday, baby.
Friday. End of the week.
Yeah.
Last day, we have to come in here and just stare at each other for 2 hours. Well, you stare at the back of a computer screen, and I stare at the front of that computer screen.
At least it's white, you know?
And I do have to look at your face, though, by looking at this computer screen.
Yeah. You get the short end of the stick on that.
I do. It's like being on a date with you. The short end of the stick. I couldn't find my hat today. I was so pissed. I don't like it.
What is she?
I don't like not having a hat on.
Today is not only Friday.
It's Freaky Friday.
It's Freaky Friday.
Freaky. It's what's big this minute? I mean, what's so special about today, Corey?
We are celebrating
Hanukkah?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Chanukah.
Shana.
We're celebrating Chanukah.
Chanukah.
That's one, right? Is it actually Hanukkah? Is that one? Is it?
Yeah, Hanukkah started. I think it started yesterday. So it's Chanukah time.
Yeah, it's Hanukkah time. Is there anything else?
Not that I could think of.
Oh.
Man, there was something today.
You're an old man. That's what it is.
I am an old
You
man.
keep forgetting what's going on today.
I know. I'm just old. It's like I'm a whole year older all of a sudden. It's crazy. Today is the day of my birth. I turned 34 years old.
34.
Today. 34. Jesus.
34 years old.
I still remember being in like my early 20s and being like, yeah, life is awesome. Now I'm in my mid 30s and I'm like, God, kill me now.
If I got to live like him when I'm that age, I better start
married to a black guy.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I better start a 5-year plan.
You better. My 5-year plan is not to die. So a little big daddy there.
Big daddy.
You don't like to be called daddy. So.
Yeah. And so we found that out yesterday.
We did. Well, I already knew that.
Yeah, you knew that. He was like, yeah.
Yeah, you do, you dirty whore.
Oh.
I'm going to spit on you after I call you daddy.
Yeah.
Nasty, man. Nasty. So let's jump right into it today with the NFL results.
Oh, it's just one game, right?
Just one game
but
last night.
It starts.
It's the start of it.
It's a start.
Last night was the Patriots and the Rams, in which Mr. Corey Hennessy predicted that the Patriots would win. The final score was 24-3. The Rams picked up the win. So you're starting out the week 0-1.
Yeah, Cam Newton couldn't get the job done, huh?
Obviously not, which I love Cam Newton. He's so sexy.
Yeah, I'm sure you would say that. You black man loving man.
My black man loving man. Tonight's going to be a big night.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to the Funny Stop tonight to check out our guest from yesterday, Mr. Ray DeVito.
No relation to Danny that we know
No
of.
relation to Danny. We'll both be there tonight to celebrate my birthday.
I'm not going to celebrate your birthday. I'm
laugh.
just going to be there.
You're just going to be there.
Yeah.
You're
not even going to let me at the same table as you.
You're going to refuse to celebrate my birthday.
Yeah. Your husband is probably going to be very excited to see me because he never,
he just loves seeing you.
Yeah.
He always he wakes me up in the middle of the night, like 2:00 in the morning. He's like, hey, when do I see Corey again?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to sleep, man. Shut up.
Yeah, I know.
He loves you. I don't know. No, he acts like that with everyone. It ain't just you.
Mm.
He acts like that with his own family. He's just
secluded. He's just very secluded.
He is. As he likes to say it, he's an introvert. Which I think is just a word people make up to not want to ignore people.
They want to be socially distanced.
Yeah.
They were socially distanced before it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I socially distanced before it was cool.
Yeah. So far, I know of, I think like 7 of us that are going.
Yes.
Me, you, my husband, my friend and her boyfriend, and then my other friend. So we got at least 7 people going with us tonight to check out the show. But come on down to the Funny Stop. We're going to go to the 8:00 show or the 8:20 show. We're going to go to that show. So if you want to come out and meet us, just, go down to the Funny Stop tonight and check us out. Say hello. Say howdy.
Might be your only chance.
Maybe your only chance to see us for quite some time, as who knows what'll happen tonight.
Well, what do you mean
breaking
by that?
my sobriety tonight?
Oh.
One night only.
One night only.
One night only. I'm breaking my sobriety to celebrate my birthday. Which I don't know. I already broke one sobriety today when I drank a Monster.
Yeah. You were good. You were doing really good.
I was, but it was my birthday, so I was like, you know what? Let's do it.
I had a watermelon Red Bull.
That's
what I had. Yeah,
was it good?
Yeah, it's always good. Red Bull's always good. It's not my choice.
I didn't know Red Bull had flavors now.
I think you lie.
No, I really didn't.
They've had flavors for years.
Have they?
Yeah.
I always thought it was just Red Bull.
They have like a blueberry one.
Really?
They have a blueberry one. They have a watermelon one. They have a new like Arctic Ice out. That's some weird flavor. That's all right.
I haven't drank a Red Bull since I used to work at a bar when I was like 22. Because that's what the bar had was Red Bull, and we got them for free. So I would smash Red Bulls. So I have not drank a Red Bull since my days at the bar. So I did not know they had.
It was like 12 years ago. I don't. Yeah, maybe they only had 12 years ago. They probably only had regular flavors. But they've had. I mean, they have sugar-free flavors too.
Well, yeah, they had the sugar-free back then.
Yeah, but they have sugar-free flavors.
Oh, really?
They have like exclusive flavors, and I can't sit here and name them all off. But,
right.
They have like exclusive flavors. It's cool, man. Red Bull's kind of been like I graduated to harder stuff, like Coke.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an energy drink called cocaine back in the day.
Cocaine. Yeah, I remember that. There's a lot of
a lot of caffeine in that.
Well, a lot of people were mad about that too. I'm trying to see here when Red Bull's been around since
Red Bull's been around for a very long time.
Since the 90s.
Yeah. And I didn't know that.
No, actually since the 70s.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. I had my first Red Bull. Me and my cousin split one. We're like, oh my God, we're going to get a Red Bull. And we split one like an 8-ounce. And I was probably like 12 or something. I don't remember. I can't fact check myself on that, but I've graduated to I really like the 300 milligram ones, like sugar free. Everyone's got one now. All the main brands have a 300 milligram. Like the Monster even has one, and they even have a Java Monster 300 milligrams. I don't know if it's sugar free.
Oh yeah, Red Bull started coming out with flavors in 2012. So that was definitely after I stopped drinking it.
Why do I feel like that's? No? I feel like I was drinking flavored before that, but
no. The original flavored one was the red edition Red Bull with cranberry flavor, and that was part of the original lineup when Red Bull introduced its addition flavors in 2012. At that time, the company offered blueberry, lime, and cranberry flavors at 7-Eleven store. So it was 7-Eleven exclusive when they first started doing flavors, which is another reason I probably didn't know about them.
You don't frequent 7-Eleven?
You know what? For the longest time, we didn't even have 7-Elevens around here.
I have a 7-Eleven up the road for me.
Yeah, we have one now over in Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah. Red Bull's good, but.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's not my drink. I prefer Monster. And really, energy drinks don't do anything for me. I just like the flavor. Like, I like how Monsters taste.
Well, you know what I used to get? I drink a lot of Monster probably 5 years ago. And they had like an unleaded, which was like a caffeine free or very, very light caffeine. I used to drink that too. Tasted a little bit different, but.
Remember at school, I used to come with the big ones. Like, I used to have.
Yeah, you had the BFCs.
Yeah, and I'd always bring 2 of them to school.
Yeah, that's probably why you're having heart problems.
Yeah, probably. I got a Monster tattoo on my arm too. Not there. Actually got a Monster tattoo on my arm too. Oh. Yeah, I can't remember where my tattoos are.
I don't have any tattoos.
I forget I even have I have a tramp stamp, which most people do not know.
I thought you had a Trump stamp.
Well, that too. It says MAGA right across my ass.
Right across your ass. Yep.
MAGA ass.
So everyone can kiss it?
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah. Red Bull. Great stuff. I'm not drinking. So the big news from last night, obviously.
Speaking of Friday, unless we're talking about something else, because we have lots to talk about today.
No. We're talking about this.
Okay.
Sadly, last night, Tommy Tiny Lister, who is famous for playing Deebo in the Friday movies, he was also Zeus in the WWF. He's never in the WWE.
Did he ever do WCW?
Yes, he did one match in WCW where he was called Z Gangsta because they can obviously not use the name Zeus.
Yeah, copyrights.
Yep. He was also the other person in that match that is relatively famous in movies is the guy that played Bane in the Batman and I want to say it was Batman and Robin. The one
Bane?
Bane. The one with Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy and Bane.
Oh, in 97?
Yeah, that
Batman Forever? Was it when it had Jim Carrey in it? He was the Joker?
No. Jim Carrey was a Riddler.
Yeah.
That was Batman Forever. That was Riddler and Two-Face. The next one was Batman and Robin.
Oh, okay.
And that was Poison Ivy, Bane, and Mr. Freeze, where Arnold Schwarzenegger played Mr. Freeze. And the guy that played Bane was in a match in WCW with Deebo as they took on Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man Randy Savage in a 3-towered cage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just watched that match this morning.
It's just crazy, man. We
Yeah.
kind of, you broke the news like I broke the news with Pat last week.
Yeah.
You broke the news to me that Deebo had passed.
Yes.
And it's kind of weird, right? Because there was a bunch of like internet hoaxes last month.
Yeah, just last one. Well, Ice Cube posted something last month that made people think that Zeus had died, but it was a hoax. And then yesterday, that's why like last night, a lot of people thought it wasn't legit that he died because of the hoax just happened last month. So people thought it wasn't true last night. I saw a lot of people on Facebook and that arguing like, no, he didn't die. It's just a hoax.
Because even when you called and told me, there wasn't like very many reports at all out about it. It was really breaking news.
Oh yeah. I got the notification on
Twitter.
No, TMZ. I got the notification on TMZ.
Yeah, I don't have the app.
I have the TMZ app, for this show only, of course.
Yeah, because you would never care that much about TMZ.
No. I didn't download TMZ till we started this show.
I think you're lying, but
I'm not.
Okay.
So yeah.
Take your word for it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Ice Cube posted about 18 hours ago. He said, R.I.P. Tiny Deebo Lister, America's favorite bully, was a born entertainer who would pop into character at the drop of a hat, terrifying people on and off camera, followed by a big smile and laugh. Thank you for being a good dude at heart. I miss you already. So yeah, he joins
Pops
up in heaven.
Yeah.
Deebo is actually a born again Christian, which I did not know until recently.
Stopped stealing bikes and stuff.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of church things. Him and Chris Tucker actually did a church event together. I watched the video today. It was kind of funny.
See, the whole thing about they wanted to do another Friday, but like these people are, I can't say dropping like flies, but you guys are running. I mean, Pops is a big character, not a main character. He's like a sub main character.
Right.
Obviously, Chris Tucker and Ice Cube are, I'd say, the main characters.
Right.
And
let me see.
You have all these people that are just dying, and you're running out of time here.
Right. So let's see who from the original movie. Let me see if I can find the Wikipedia. It sucks trying to look up Friday on Wikipedia
because it's like Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
Friday this,
everything
Friday
but
that.
The movie. So let's see from the cast. You had John Witherspoon is dead.
Rest in peace.
Tiny Lister is dead.
Rest in peace.
Let's see who else. Is there anyone else? I know there is. Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac is dead.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he died young too.
He wasn't a big character in it, was he?
Nah, he was
he was like a neighbor, right?
Yeah.
He's like, get off my lawn.
Yeah, he was a pastor. Looks like those are the only ones that are dead from the movie, which is good.
I mean, that's not good, but
not good, but
very low.
3 people out of the movie. The movie was made in 95.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what?
25 years?
25 years ago. 25 years ago.
Yep.
Wow. Well, actually, Michael Clark Duncan was in it in uncredited parts. So that's 4 people, but he wasn't.
So I kind of thought that maybe we would have got a special edition Friday Blu-ray for a 25th anniversary. It didn't happen.
You would think.
This year is just, we got a Mallrats. Why didn't we get a Friday?
Faison Love is still alive, though, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know how. I wonder if he's still fat. I'm sure he is. Faison Love. Big Worm.
Big Worm.
He was. I remember him. See, I got acquainted with him on The Parenthood, which was an old TV sitcom, with Robert Townsend, and I used to watch that. And that's where I got acquainted with Faison Love. But then I saw him on Friday, and I was like, okay, because I was a late bloomer on the Friday series.
Yeah, I was probably. Remind you, it was 4 years old when the movie came out, so I wasn't seeing that. I had watched some like PG-13 movies at a younger age. I want to say it was like Thanksgiving. My cousin and we're talking about passed away people. I think this was right before he passed away in like 2001, 2002, 2000, something like that. We watched it. So I was like 8 or 9. So I was kind of a late bloomer.
Faison Love was actually arrested in Columbus, Ohio in 2017 for misdemeanor assault. Interesting. John Witherspoon's, man, I remember when he died, that was kind of
was a big deal.
Whoa. Yeah, because a lot. I mean,
Everyone loves Pops.
Everybody
loves Pops.
Everyone.
Like he could rightfully be. And I was talking about him not being like the main characters, but he has a lot more recognition, I think, than. Not really. He's up there though.
It's just last year that he died too. He was only 77 years old. He was still young.
Which is young.
Yeah. I mean,
you're at that point where it's like you're like a little shocked. But when these people die when they're like in their 90s, you're like, okay, yeah, maybe it was time.
Right.
Like in your late 70s. Yeah, it's at that age where it's like
it's being reported that Lister was suffering from was suffering symptoms of COVID before he died. So it's very possible that he died due to COVID. He was what, 62? 61.
61. I'm aging him even more.
Yeah. No, he was 62.
62?
Right. Yeah. Way to take the attention off my birthday, Deebo. How dare you?
It just sucks. I mean,
he wrestled in Puerto Rico some too. He had a really horrible match with
what else?
Butcher.
Yeah.
So, no, it said he was diagnosed with COVID-19 in 2020, but overcame the illness. He became ill with symptoms similar to COVID-19 a second time in early December, such as weakness and trouble breathing, which forced him to cancel shooting for a film. His manager, who said it was not normal for him to miss filmings, became concerned and sent her assistant to his house to give him vitamins and antibiotics. He also canceled an appearance on a TV festival was set to air on Zoom. Concerned family members tried calling Lister on December 9th, but these calls went unanswered. On December 10th, police who were called to check on him found him dead at his home in Marina del Rey, California. The coroner's office is investigating his cause of death, which appeared natural. So, yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, it does. So it may have been COVID. He may have got COVID a second time, which is what did him in, sadly. I mean, that sucks. Sucks to see.
Yeah.
2020 has been a hard year.
For death.
Yeah.
For death and for everything. For death has been... And I don't know if we maybe... can compare. Yeah, we had a lot more people die in 2020, I think.
Oh yeah, I think
than normally. But is it because everything slowed down? We have more eyes on celebrity deaths.
It may be that. I don't know. Because early in COVID, quite a few got taken by COVID early on in the pandemic.
Not Tom Hanks though.
Not Tom Hanks. He survived. Ellen DeGeneres. We'll see what happens with her.
Yeah, it's all that child blood that they drink.
Oh, in the pizza shop basement.
Yeah,
exactly. I agree. So yeah. That's interesting enough. But yeah, it's a lot of deaths. And we're going to actually do a recap on the celebrities we have lost this year on our last show of the year.
We'll call it a tribute.
We'll
call it a tribute because, recap just sounds like we're excited. Yeah. We'll call it a tribute.
We'd never be
We'll put something together. Maybe not a package, but we'll just go through the list. We did that a couple months ago, and it's like doubled.
Oh, yeah.
We did that when we were at NCU, and that list has got to have doubled.
Oh, yeah. So we'll do a little memoriam for the people that passed away on our final episode of the year. We will be in here live on New Year's Eve. Are we going to do live New Year's Eve? I think so.
Yeah. We could do New Year's Eve.
Are we doing New Year's Day, too? Or are we going to...
To be honest.
Let's put together our best stuff for New Year's Day, just in case.
Yeah, now we have plenty of...
Just in case I'm hungover.
Yeah, I'm not really...
I don't want to make the long drive here.
Yeah. I haven't worked a New Year's Day and it'll be in a couple years. So we're going to keep that streak alive. Yeah, we're going to have to just submit something or just run music.
No, I don't think they want to just run music. I don't think he'd want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
so we probably have to put together a best of.
We make our schedule. We'll make a best of, or we'll do something. Maybe we'll do a best of guests because we should have a couple more guests by then.
Oh yeah.
What else is going on?
So let's see here. This is kind of breaking news. This just happened around 12 o'clock Pacific time. So it happened about 3:44, right before we went on the air. Lil Wayne has pled guilty in federal court to illegally possessing a loaded weapon while traveling to Miami on a private jet. Lil Wayne pled guilty to the gun charges in Miami, and his sentencing is scheduled for next month. Wheezy, who was convicted of a felony gun charge back in 2019, is facing up to 10 years in prison, though he'll most likely get leniency for the guilty plea. In exchange, the government agreed to recommend a lighter sentence because he's accepting responsibility. Ultimately, the sentence will be up to the judge, but it's a good sign for Wayne.
He's already gone through this before, so
yeah,
he's already got strikes,
right?
So,
it's he could face up to 10 years because he did accept a plea deal. Obviously, the prosecutor is going to recommend a lighter sentence. Which usually, the judge goes with what the prosecutor says. I guess it just depends on how the judge is feeling that day.
It sucks. But you know what? You do the crime. You've been through this once, man.
I mean, even if they give Little Wayne 3 years in prison, but God, can you imagine?
Well, might
Wayne
save us
being locked up for 3 years. I bet he was.
I think he did like a year.
But you know, I wonder. Here's what I wonder. Well, no, because he won't be sentenced till next month.
Well, I'm saying he did a year before. I think it was give or take.
No, I know. What I'm saying though is because you know he supported Trump in the election. So I'm wondering if he took this guilty plea so quick in hopes of Trump pardoning him. But, I mean, I don't know. If you're not convicted until you're sentenced, I don't know if he'll be able to pardon him because he may be out of the office by that time. But since he's pled guilty, I mean, can Trump pardon him now?
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works. That's because I know he can't pardon someone until they're convicted. So it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, because no celebrity just goes, you know what? Yeah, I did it. All right. I did it. No one does that.
No.
Unless
not
there's
that
something.
Quick.
Yeah.
Not that you go through pre-trials and you go through a whole bunch of stuff to get the best sentence. So yeah. There's a Monica Lewinsky movie coming out.
Oh.
So it'll be starring Sarah Paulson and Beanie Feldstein.
Sarah Paulson, she sounds familiar.
She's from American Horror Story.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Linda Tripp died back in April. I didn't know that. That was the main witness in the Bill Clinton trial. Huh. So that should be interesting. Yeah. Monica Lewinsky. Yeah. Oh, she's gonna that 5 minutes of fame back.
Yeah, she's gonna show up and was it gonna be like? It's probably gonna be like it's not gonna go to theaters. I don't think.
No, I think it's gonna be. I think it's the
Netflix, HBO.
No, I think it's that the American Crime Story.
Series Lifetime. Okay.
No, that's FX.
I know. I thought it was gonna be
People versus O.J. Simpson and stuff.
That makes sense because Sarah Paulson and stuff.
Oh yeah, she does a lot of work with, and I think that the guy behind Glee, Ryan, what's his name? Ryan Murphy is the one behind American Crime Story, and he's also the one behind American History or American Horror Story and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that they're really close. Did you see about Diane Warwick going off on Twitter? So she called out a bunch of rappers for having the word "the" in their name. She said, "Hey, Chance the Rapper, if you're very obviously a rapper, why did you put it in your stage name? I cannot stop thinking about this." So
he replied, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now that you read what he said,
"Sorry, I'm still freaking out that you know who I am." He said, "That is amazing." She also called out one of your favorites,
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
How'd I know?
She said, "Let me see this."
Well, there's an actual band called The Weeknd, and so I think there was some argument there that he had to change his name, and that's why he dropped the E.
So let's see here. She said, "I was just informed that the Ohio State University tried to trademark the last year. This is chaos. Please do not bring that foolishness into 2021. Diane Warwick is going off. Let's see here. Have a good knee. Or no, I will not be coming for Megan Thee Stallion, Tyler the Creator, or Kermit the Frog. Please stop asking. She said, "While I'm here, though, I did not forget about stage names with the Cedric the Entertainer." Wow. I'm not fixing my typo. There's already a lot to learn. Deal with it. And she actually posted a video to be like, "Yeah, this is actually me." So,
well, you can't call out Kermit, but Kermit could probably drop the frog. Because how many other famous Kermits are there?
Right, exactly.
Just like it's like these rappers, they dropped Lil at some point or Young.
Yeah.
Like Young Jeezy's just Jeezy now.
Yeah.
You know, Lil Wayne should just be Wayne. But there's Wayne Brady.
Yeah, it's too many Waynes.
Wayne Campbell.
Let's see. Yeah, she called out The Weeknd not only for having the word "the" in his name, but also for how he spelled weekend. She said you didn't even spell it right.
Did he respond? I'd like to know if he responded.
I don't know if he responded or
He's
not.
like, I ain't dealing with this BS.
I ain't talking to this old bad.
Yeah.
How dare you? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
She said, of course I know you. You're the rapper. Let's rap together. I'll message you.
He doesn't say Chance the only rapper.
Yeah. Chance the only fan?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the one about The Weeknd that she did.
You better leave The Weeknd alone. He's a god. And he should be treated as so.
I mean, how many Grammy nominations does he get?
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
I'm asking.
None.
She even got into it with MJF from AEW.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So something about he was on some list that she was on. Oh, the New York Times Best Performances of 2020 list. She put, this photo made me think I was booked to wrestle somewhere, almost called my publicist. And MJF replied, you better pray you aren't, or you'd be in a world of pain, princess. She said, I have an interview with InStyle in 5 minutes. You're lucky this time. Good old Diane Rorick. She's using Twitter like Betty White did back in the day to bring herself into relevance.
Relevance?
Yeah.
Oh, Betty White's always been relevant.
But she took off because of Facebook.
She took off because she's in the Golden Girls.
Well, no. She got popular during this age because of, she was in the Snickers commercial.
Yeah, and then she was in a show. She did that show, right?
Well, Hot in Cleveland, but that was after her popularity took back off. Because what happened was after the Snickers commercial, people kind of rediscovered her and they started a petition on Facebook for her to host SNL. And then she ended up hosting SNL.
That's one of my. You ever watch? Did you see that episode? The Betty White episode?
I think I did.
They used to do the Beyond Scared Straight thing. With
Yeah,
Kenan
I remember
Thompson.
that. I remember that.
Yeah, that one was one of my favorite. That and Zach Galifianakis. But yeah, Betty White did a great job on that. There wasn't very many that I thought was great. Like Lindsay Lohan one kind of sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But Betty White just made it awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Betty White was awesome.
She makes everything better. And like I said, she's a national treasure. And there's a few celebrities that if they were to pass, I'd cry real tears. And she's on that list.
Oh, yeah.
She was that racist old lady on Bringing Down the House?
Yes.
Racist old neighbor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The Weeknd is next. Why? It's not even spelled correctly. And she tweeted The Weeknd. She tagged The Weeknd.
So I know subtweets, bitch.
Yeah.
We're just going right for it.
She ain't scared tweeting. Nah, she's calling you out. The Weeknd said, I just got roasted by Diane Warwick and I feel honored. You just made my day. So The Weeknd was humbled by it. He was humble about it.
I think everybody's humbled by it.
Yeah, she's a legend.
Probably not Kermit, though. Kermit.
Kermit.
Oh, wait, Kermit's not getting assaulted.
Kermit's a straight G.
Yeah.
Kermit will run you off the road if you question him.
And then he'll go and sip some tea.
Sip some tea like it's nothing.
Is that Lipton tea, right? Or was it Nestea?
I think it was Lipton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lipton. So Diane Warwick, she's making some new fans.
Anything else going on with Twitter?
Not that I know of Twitterish. I had to respond to someone asking what time they should arrive.
Yeah.
Tonight at the Funny Stop. Where we'll be celebrating my day of birth. Come out tonight to the Funny Stop. The 8 o'clock show, me, myself, Corey Hennessy will both be there celebrating my birthday, getting 3 sheets to the wind. I'll probably start drinking before I head there because I will not be driving tonight. That's what my husband is for. It's my birthday. He's got to do something for me.
Yeah.
So you know who's not having a good day today?
Who's that?
Shia LaBeouf. LaBeouf. He must be French, right?
LaBeouf. I don't know much about. I didn't hear any of this
from Even Stevens.
Yeah, I know Shia. I don't remember
in Transformer movies.
Yeah, he did some other movie. It was like Eagle Eye or something. It was kind of a big movie, but it was like,
he did the one where he was on house arrest. That was a really good one.
And it was like an action movie, and all this crazy stuff happened.
Yeah,
I think that was
like
Eagle
his
Eye.
neighbor. His
the
neighbor.
Neighbor. Oh, the neighbor was like murdering people, and it went crazy. And he's like,
and
he
it's
keeps
like,
looking out the window, and he's like, "What the hell, man?
yes.
Why is he dragging these garbage bags or
what was
whatever
that
full
movie called? Disturbia.
Disturbia?
Yes,
Call
it was
Rihanna.
Disturbia with him. He's like the only one famous in that movie. But yeah, he's on house arrest and all that. So he was in iRobot.
Yeah, he's been in several stuff, and
He was in the second Dumb and Dumber movie too. I didn't know that.
Dumb and Dumber 2 or When Harry Met Lloyd, because they had
When
that
Harry
spin-off.
Met Lloyd.
Yeah.
I
Did
didn't
you
know
like
that.
that?
Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah. Did you?
I
like
wasn't
that?
a big fan. I was a big fan of the first one.
Yeah.
Second one was kind of like eh. And then they
They did that Dumb and Dumber 2.
yeah, that was I didn't even watch that, I don't think. When Harry Met Lloyd.
Well, yeah,
wait.
when Harry Met Lloyd came out before, that was like
Okay,
the
that's
second
the
sequel.
one.
That was
Okay.
the spin-off.
That was okay, that's the one he was in. He was in that one.
Yeah.
He wasn't in Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I got that mixed up. What else?
Bob Saget was in that movie too when Harry Met Lloyd.
Was he? Well, Bob
Yeah.
Saget will just take anything.
He was.
these days.
Well, that was a while ago. That was.
He said Bob Saget tweeted today. He said I was gonna leave Twitter, but then who would talk about my penis on here? So yeah. Shia LaBeouf has also made Indiana Jones' son in the last Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, he was in the Indiana.
Yeah,
Jones
he
movie.
turned out to be his son, and then there was something else. There was aliens. I remember the guy I was with at the time. We went and seen it, and all he could say after the movie was like, "Aliens? They put freaking aliens in the Indiana Jones movie?" Like, yeah. Actually, it was just announced today, and on topic, that Indiana Jones is coming back. With Harrison Ford is going to star in one more Indiana Jones movie.
That's good for the cinematic universe.
Yeah. He was also in Wall Street Money. So he did a lot of he was in a lot of sequels to movies that were not as good as the original.
Oh,
movies.
Shia was?
Yeah, he was in Wall Street Money Never Sleeps. He was one of the stars. He was in the Indiana Jones movie. Of course, he did the Transformer movies. He's been doing like more serious movies lately, though. He's like more independent, like darker art house films, I guess you would say. But he's being sued by his ex-girlfriend, FKA Twigs.
FKA, formerly known as?
I guess her name's just FKA Twigs. I don't know who she is.
She used to be known as?
I guess, maybe
Twigs?
she did it.
Maybe
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never heard of this.
I've never heard of her either.
Have you heard of this? Have you seen this?
Have you seen this? Do you know who this FKA Twigs is? But yeah, she is suing him. Let me look her up because I have no clue.
What is she suing him for?
She is a English singer, songwriter, dancer, and actress. Okay. She is suing him for physically abusing her. She claims he physically abused her, tormented her, and gave her an STD.
Without her consent. All that without her consent.
That's what she says.
That's terrible.
Yeah. She claims Shiloh once slammed her against a car and attempted to strangle her. She also claims while they were driving, he pulled a pistol out and claimed he had killed stray dogs before because he wanted to know what it felt like to take a life so he could get in the mindset of a killer.
And that's with his child stars, man. They're screwed up in the head.
She goes on to claim he was so wildly jealous he would literally count the number of kisses she gave him in any given day and would berate her if she fell short of the target. What?
You owe me 5 more kisses, bitch.
You only gave me 17 kisses today.
You owe me 5 more.
How dare you?
I have a counter. What is it? Was like
one of those? He had like a big accounting machine he took with him with like the receipt coming out of it. Like,
a stenographer thing.
You only kissed me 17 times by my count, woman. She said he was paranoid and would sleep with guns because he was afraid gang members were coming after him.
Oh, I would sleeping with guns.
Yeah. She says he also knowingly gave her an STD, which she believes she contracted in 2019, and says he confessed and said he had a flare-up, but covered it up with makeup. Wow.
Covered it up with makeup. He's like, which foundation matches my penis?
Right.
Got to cover up the flare.
Well, Shia LaBeouf's kind of been doing crazy stuff for years.
Yeah, he was a big meme, right?
Yeah, he had like a mental breakdown.
What isn't that what it was? Do it.
Yeah, something like that.
Do it. Yeah, it was a meme for a long time.
Yeah, so he's been kind of crazy. He's been going over the cuckoos.
It's the child actor thing, man. I can't say every child actor's kind of gone crazy, but we're batting 80% of child actors.
Yeah, Hollywood screws these children up, man.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of it's their parents, because their parents just don't tell them no.
Well, their parents don't want a day job, so they want to live off the income their children make. If my child became famous, my non-existent child,
right?
If they became famous, I'd probably take half their money and save the other half for when they turn 18 or whatever. Yeah, well, I made him, so I mean it's an investment, baby. Right.
It is an investment.
I made you. I took you to all your auditions. Cough it up, baby. Come on.
Well, I know Macaulay Culkin's parents stole a lot of his money. Same with Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman was locked in a battle with his parents. Gary Coleman pretty much died broke.
So I wonder if his parents gave him a little bit of money here and there, and then he's like, "Give me my money," and he starts counting it. He goes up to his parents. You're a little short.
Right.
Oh.
So yeah, let's see here. Most controversial children's stars. Where are they now? Let's see here. Oh no.
I mean, when you really think, look at Britney Spears. She had mental breakdowns.
Oh yeah.
And there was a big thing about. I think we covered it a while back.
Oh, everyone's like, free Britney.
Yeah. And there are some people that have been successful, like Justin Timberlake. He doesn't really have any big scandals, and he was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that were like Mickey Mouse Club.
Well, let's see some. So Shia LaBeouf obviously is a child star that kind of went on some crazy times. Dustin Diamond,
of course, we talked about him all the time.
Oh, all the time. He's one of our favorites.
Yeah, Shrieky.
He did 3 months in prison. I didn't know that. Dustin Diamond's hardcore.
Yeah, I think we covered that or not.
I don't think so.
I thought we were talking about him the other day on that Save. Well, it wasn't the other day. Maybe. That was Midnight.
I forget about things.
Saved by the Bell. I know. So do I.
But yeah, he did 3 months in prison. He's a hardened criminal. I wonder if he got a teardrop tattoo on his eye to show he'd been in the joint. Amanda Bynes, obviously, everyone knows about her.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin, he's definitely had some strange moments. He was actually arrested in 2004 on possession of marijuana and controlled substances without a prescription. He's bounced back, though. He's getting kind of back in the good graces of the world. He's a big wrestling fan. I did not know that.
I think the big thing about child actors is everyone sees them as these cute little kids.
Right.
And they have a hard time transitioning into...
Oh, yeah, it's hard. You get typecasted when you're a child actor. And then once you're not a child anymore and you're not cute, you don't have the Hollywood good looks, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Like Dakota Fanning. What happened to her? She didn't go crazy or anything.
No, I don't think so.
But once she became... I think she's had a few roles, but I don't think she's been really big. But that was early 2000s. Like, she was everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Jodie Sweetin from Full House.
She did which one was the younger sister, not the oldest sister?
Middle one. The middle one.
She did what, Dance Off Pants Off or something?
I don't know, but she started drinking at age 14 after the show ended. And over the following 15 years, she used ecstasy. Who are you waving to?
My fans.
She used ecstasy, meth, crack, and other drugs. So, yeah, she became a druggie big time, but she got cleaned up, which is good. Orlando Brown from That's So Raven. He
went off the deep end.
Man, he was really gone. Did you see the Dr. Phil interview with him?
Yeah, parts of it.
Oh my God, man. He really is stuck in his head that he's there's a big conspiracy against him.
He did this little rap thing, and he would talk about Raven blowing him or something, and on set or something. And Raven's super lesbian. I mean, maybe not super lesbian. I don't know if her door is a revolving door or if it just swings one way. I'm not sure, but yeah.
He said, let's see, on the Dr. Phil show, he claimed that he was the son of Michael Jackson, that his full name was Orlando Brown Prince Michael Jackson Jr. He also said he had 4 children, 2 of them he had never met and whose names he did not know. He also claimed that the oldest of his children was between 16 and 18, meaning Brown would have been between 13 and 14 when they were born. He also claimed he had been sober for years.
I don't know if I believe that.
Just this year, he claimed Nick Cannon had once performed fellatio on him while dressed as a woman.
That's gross. That's gross. Nick Cannon, he was another one of those people that kind of lost their... Not Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon lost his wife, not his mind.
Right.
Nick Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Well, no, he said Nick Cannon was the one that did this.
Wait, he said Nick Cannon?
Yeah, he said Nick Cannon performed fellatio on him while dressed as a woman. I mean, obviously, you can't believe anything this guy says because...
I thought you said Nick Carter.
No.
I was like, that's another child. I guess because we're talking about child stars, that would make...
Yeah. He was in Major Payne. I didn't know that. He played Tiger. You remember Major Payne, don't you?
Yeah, with one of the Wayne brothers.
Yeah, he is also in Straight Outta Compton.
The older Wayne brother, right?
Damon. Yeah, Damon Wayne. Huh, that's crazy. He hasn't done anything since 2011 in TV and nothing since 2016 in movies. So yeah, he's definitely messed up. Lindsay Lohan, of course we all know about her.
Yeah.
Jamie Waylett, who played Vincent Crabbe in the first 6 Harry Potter movies, was charged with possession of cannabis. In 2011, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison for participating in the London riots. I don't know who he is. I never watched those movies. It looks like maybe he's a cousin. Vincent Crabbe.
Oh, let me see.
The character. I don't know.
Oh, Vincent? Oh, man, I'm getting called out right now.
Yeah, because I don't know. Drew Barrymore, she went through some. Started doing cocaine at 13. Yeah.
Yeah, he was... No. When I would think of cousins, because did you read any of those at any point?
No. Oh, I didn't do any of that. Drew Barrymore, she started doing cocaine at 13. She emancipated herself and moved into her own apartment at 15.
That's a good thing.
She's definitely come back around. Yeah, Aaron Carter, he tested positive for opiates and benzodiazepines and entered a rehab program in 2017. Haley Joel Osment. In 2006, he was in a car accident and charged with driving under the influence of alcohol and drug possession. And not really a big deal. But yeah, I guess Miley Cyrus, she had her moments.
Mm-hmm.
She's making a comeback, though.
Yeah.
She's making a big comeback.
Well, a lot of these child actors, everyone's like, you think they're cute and cuddly, and then they come out like the Miley just kind of was like, oh, I'm going to twerk on Robin Thicke.
Right, yeah.
And
she didn't want to be viewed as a kid anymore.
Yeah, and then she came out with several songs.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Now she's getting kind of back to her roots and what she actually likes. Demi Lovato, obviously.
Yeah. I saw a terrible...
She slipped up recently, didn't she?
Again?
I think she did. Well, I think like last year maybe. Or
I saw a TikTok and it was like, if you're on TikTok, they have the like the sound thing is like a spinning record. And it's like, if you ever wanted to see a heroin addict do a cartwheel.
Yeah.
And it was it's like, it's kind of out of taste.
In 2018, she overdosed.
Yeah.
She had been 5 years sober in 2017.
Yeah.
Winona Ryder from Beetlejuice, shoplifting back in 2001.
Yeah,
I remember that was a big deal.
It was a huge deal.
Yeah. Some of these people, I just don't know who they are and don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy from this, who starred in The Sandlot. He's been in some trouble. He got arrested in 2013 for headbutting a police officer to being told he was too drunk to board a flight. I did not know about him. So, yeah, there's a lot of celebrity kids that just can't stay out of trouble. But what we can't do is continue this show without a break, a quick break. I don't even have nothing loaded up for them to watch while we're gone. Let's see. We can. I guess since it's over the live stream, I could play some Ray DeVito without him, even if he cusses in it.
Yeah. Who cares? Who cares?
It's just over the live stream, so it won't matter.
Yeah, he dropped a couple left bombs. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
F-bombs.
I'm trying to find.
They're hot right
something.
now. They hot.
He really don't have nothing I can play that would last the break. So I guess I'll just play some Long Ride Home.
Yeah, or you could just play this one music video. I wish there was a repeat button on.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called.
When, keeping it real, keeping it way too real or something. I don't know.
It's too much.
No, wait, yeah, he's watching this right now. Like those freaking assholes.
Yeah, those
Can't remember what the hell
a-holes.
They don't know what our things are.
Right. They don't know nothing.
Oh, that scared me.
Did it?
Yeah, that was the jolt of you had it. You knew it was coming.
No. Oh yeah, I kind of.
You knew it was coming.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. We'll play some old episode in the background while we're gone. We'll be back in just a few moments with more of your Long Ride Home. If you want to listen to some music, go to WMVU.org, or watch an old episode here on Facebook. So we'll be back in just a moment with more of your Long Ride Home. I'm your host, Michael Long. Sitting right there across from me is Cornelius Hennessy, the one, thank God, the only. How's it going over there, Corey? Another day here in the fine, beautiful North Coast Underground Studio.
Yep.
We're saying goodbye, Corey.
We are.
For good. Should have shared that picture of Jesus on Facebook.
Yeah, it's going to be an emotional time right now.
It is.
Holding back tears.
You should be. No one wants to see a grown man cry. So what's up, everyone? How you doing? This is your Long Ride Home. Final show here in North Coast.
Oh, yes.
Before we move over to WMVU.
Yep.
So, yeah. I don't know. Do some best ofs.
Yeah.
Get some content rolling out. Excited. Getting ready. Beautiful studio here. Coronavirus on the rise in Ohio, just like our careers. Did you see that today? Over 2,400 new cases of the COVID.
Yeah.
COVID-19.
Spiking worse than originally.
Yeah. I told you that I am taking part in the clinical studies for the vaccine for COVID. Yeah, little scared about that.
I would be too.
I think I have my appointment in about 10 days to go do my first appointment with it. So yeah, I'll be part of Joke 19, someone said. But yeah, I'll be part of the clinical studies for the vaccine. Or as some people put it, I will be letting the government insert a chip into me and cause me to have Down syndrome or something. I don't know what they claim vaccines do these days.
It's like a
Anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers, all types of stuff. But yeah, so I'll be taking part. As they told me, they're like, you are helping save lives. Like, I don't care. Just give me the money.
It's sad though, right? Because there's no chance in hell you'd be doing that if it wasn't paid.
No, I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. No, not at all.
Taking advantage of people that need money.
I don't need the money, but I would do. I mean, I plan on getting the vaccine once it becomes. I planned on getting the vaccine as soon as it became available.
Well, they're going to implant you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
They're going to implant you because you don't carry around a cell phone.
This isn't. Yeah, right.
Smart devices.
I don't have a Facebook account that pings my location at all times. None of that. They got to find a way to track me.
I think it's part of the zombie apocalypse.
Me and my husband were talking about that the other night. He was like, "How do you know that the vaccine ain't their way?" Or he's like, "Didn't you hear that they're going to be putting chips in people?" I'm like, "Dude, we have cell phones, we have cars that have all this stuff built into it, GPS built into it. Like, come on. If they want to know where we are," he's like, "Well, what about when you leave your phone at home? When do you ever leave your phone at home?"
Good question.
I have never forgot my phone at home.
No. And even you got the Apple Watches and stuff that's cellular in them.
Right.
So
I mean, because when I leave, I check my pockets: phone, cigarettes, mask, wallet,
keys.
keys. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have do you have that organized at all? Like left pocket, right pocket, like you always do certain things, and you're like,
oh yeah.
I used to carry my wallet in my back pocket.
Oh, I still do.
I quit doing that because I think that screwed my back up. Because it was loaded with money.
Right? Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It was like Princess and the Pea, but wallet and ID.
Yeah, I have every day. Well, I put a jacket on and it kind of screws up the routine because I end up putting things in my coat pocket.
Yeah.
So I'm like keys. Oh. Yeah, I'm one of those. I have cigarette, mask, wallet, keys, phone. Phone's the first thing I check for when I leave. Because I can live without the other stuff, but phones, not so much. But yeah, so he's talking about that. I'm like, yeah, we got so much stuff they can track us with that I don't think that they care about a chip being put in you. They'll know where you are at all
mine's
times.
Mine's a Dorito. That's all I gotta
say. You've been eating chips for years,
cool
man.
Ranch, man. You know how many chips I've devoured in my lifetime?
Oh yeah, Doritos. They know where you are at all times.
The first time I had Doritos like in my ears. Like I had Dorito dust in my ears. Like there's a picture supposedly somewhere floating around.
How does that happen?
Because I'm a pig. I've been a pig since birth.
Obviously, makes sense. I believe it.
It was bad. Cheetos everywhere. Just it was like the brightest thing in the world. It was like better than barbecue, better than just cool, or not Cool Ranch, but it was nacho cheese. Remember when it was nacho cheesier?
Oh yeah,
Cooler Ranch.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a promotional thing.
I'm not sure.
Whatever, because it used to throw me up. I'm like, why doesn't it say it's?
Are you what's your favorite kind of Dorito?
I have to go with Cool Ranch. I think.
Yeah, me too.
I like nacho cheese, and it's a very close second. But Cool Ranch is going to always be my go-to.
Sometimes I like getting the generic Doritos because they put so much flavor in on them.
I've had that, like the Giant Eagle brand ones.
Yeah,
those are pretty good.
Save-A-Lot brand.
Yeah, I like the spicy sweet chili too, but they give me bad gas.
Oh my God! Please don't ever eat those on the way to the show.
Amongst many other things, it is bad, but I love it. Spicy sweet.
I had a stomach ulcer, so I can't eat spicy food because it could reopen my stomach ulcer. I had to get a blood transfusion for my stomach ulcer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to stay away from that. I'm actually on a diet. I'm on a diet. Well, I start my diet tomorrow. My husband picked me up some Slim Fast meal replacements.
Oh, that's the way to go, man.
So I'll drink 2 of those a day to replace 2 meals,
and
then eat dinner.
That's kind of what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to do like breakfast.
I just want a pill that just like makes me lose weight. Yeah. Like, dude, if there was a cure for HIV, I'm totally down to get it. Like lose weight for 6 months and then get cured. I'm down.
I would be down too.
Yeah. Give me that. Give me that beautiful HIV.
Yeah, Magic Johnson's not HIV, but full blown AIDS.
No, he has HIV.
Yeah, I know. He's got the hips. He's got whatever. Yeah.
Everyone has AIDS. South Park.
I have a question for you. Did you happen to open up that audition and say an audition? Just wondering. I'm sure, whatever. It is what it is. But
I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
Well, it don't matter because now with this beautiful program we use, it saves our audio anyways.
But
very
terribly.
You're terrible.
Well, this is the last show.
Terrible.
So I wanted to have a good
terrible.
Of the last ever long ride.
Well, let's just restart it all from the beginning. Gay bomb.
Oh yeah. Turn the freaking frogs gay.
Alex Jones. I want to get him on our show someday.
That would be cool.
Just to have him go on some conspiracy theory. But yeah, anyways, I'm getting the vaccine for COVID. I'm gonna be part 50-50 chance that I'll get a vaccine or I'll get the placenta.
Oh, you mean placebo?
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said placenta.
Whatever. I'll get that too. Whatever.
Stem cells, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Just whatever you want to put in me, just put it in me. Just pay me. Infect me, pay me.
How many times have you said that in your life?
Don't worry about it.
The streets of Arlington.
Hey, I was young and dumb at the time.
It is what it is.
Now, but well, they explained it to me like with the vaccine, they're not actually putting the virus in you. They're putting the blueprint of the virus is what's in the vaccine. I
used to have the Jay-Z blueprint.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like that. I think like your blood will start playing music and rapping. I think that's what it is. So they say I won't have like the side effects of COVID. I won't actually have the virus in me.
Just create a perfect storm.
Yeah. Which is, and if I do get COVID symptoms, every time I have to go in to get checked because of that, I'll get an extra $100 per visit.
Where do you
so whatever. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm having symptoms right now. I can't smell.
Where do you sign up for this?
I don't know. I found it on. There was some Facebook ad.
Some Craigslist ad.
Yeah, there's some Craigslist ad. They had to do a
Maybe downtown in this alleyway.
Yeah. I just had to.
Here's a needle. I'm going to inject you with the vaccine.
Yeah. I just had to close my eyes and tug on the hose until the vaccine came out. Yeah. Totally legit.
Orally?
Sometimes. Yeah. And they left the money on the counter afterwards for the test.
Oh, they paid you good.
No, yeah. Big money hustler.
Wow.
So yeah, can't wait for that. Give me a little bit of. So while all you guys are worried about catching the virus, I'm gonna be like, whatever. I'm licking guardrails and everything. Like, I got the vaccine. I'm safe.
How's that gonna affect your diet?
I'm gonna walk in the hospital. I'm like, sneeze on me. Just sneeze on me. I don't care.
How's that gonna affect your diet?
I don't think it shouldn't affect it at all.
Oh.
They told me don't
lose your sense of taste.
Yeah, they said don't get pregnant within 3 months of getting the vaccine, or don't get anyone pregnant either. So if I get pregnant or get someone pregnant in 3 months after the vaccine, it may have an effect on the child
and your marriage
and my marriage. Definitely going to have an effect on my marriage if I do that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome though. I'm pretty pumped
yeah.
for you here. You're gonna have to tell me how it is.
We are many voices united.
Number one for the best variety.
Akron, Canton, Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and worldwide.
You are listening to the worst show on radio. This is your long ride home on WMBU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network.
Without a doubt, the worst episode ever. Rest assured that I was on the internet within minutes, registering my disgust throughout the world.
Gentlemen, the king.
And welcome back to your long ride home. I am your host, Michael Long, the king of Akron Radio. And sitting across from me is my co-host with the most stomach, Corey Hennessy. How's it going, Corey?
Oh, it's going. It's
Jay
going.
Remy said this is the best, worst show ever.
I like it.
Thank you.
I
And we'll
appreciate
take
the
it.
endorsement.
We'll take it, man. We'll take it. So yeah, did you see yesterday, man? Big day for Disney Plus yesterday, as they announced a buttload of new shows coming to their
Streaming
platform in 2021.
These streaming wars are really ramping up.
Man, between Disney Plus and HBO, and
I'm telling you, the death of movie theaters is arriving.
it definitely is.
And I think the resurgence of drive-in theaters, because the drive-in that I would go to, they're still airing movies on the weekends, I think. But it's December.
Yeah.
I mean, there hasn't really been much out, but they're making a killing with all these like catalog titles, like playing Elf and Christmas Story, and just
Yep, they have a I Am Groot original series coming. The Guardians of the Galaxy Hollywood Holiday Special is coming in 2022. Oh, that's 2022. It's coming.
Wow, we got 2 years for a special.
Yeah, War Machine. Or no, the Falcon and Oh no, War Machine's gonna have his own show with Armor Wars, with Don Cheadle returning. I mean, they're getting big stars for these like shows too.
They got all the money. They don't have to share the money with anybody. I know these are shows,
right?
But like these movies, they come out exclusively to Disney Plus. They don't have to share any of the money,
right?
It's all straight to Disney. And then I guess if they do send it to theaters, like spoiler alert, but not a spoiler alert. I have not seen how the end of Endgame ends.
Really?
Yeah, I still haven't watched Endgame. Yeah,
oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know how that ends. So I don't know if they've left it open. I guess you could spoil it a little bit.
And they've left stuff open. There's some characters that are not going to return, like so
like that.
Yeah, no, not like that, but just other ways that they kind of wrote characters out at the end of Endgame.
Didn't they like go back in time or something and save some of the characters? Yeah.
But let's see. They got a show called Ironheart, which is gonna based on a woman, Dominique Thorne, a genius inventor. It's about the creator of the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man. Samuel L. Jackson is back to play Nick Fury. In
good old Sammy.
Yeah. In the original series Secret Invasion. So yeah. She-Hulk. They're doing a She-Hulk. Mark Ruffalo will be in it actually. And Tim Roth will be returning. There's a Hawkeye show.
So it's a big year for Marvel.
Yeah, they
got a year for Marvel.
Miss Marvel show, animated show called What If?
Miss Marvel kind of bombed, didn't it?
No, Captain Marvel? No, it
Captain Marvel. That's what I meant.
God, no.
I thought Captain Marvel didn't do too good.
No, it did great because there's a female superhero. It was. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure that it did.
I felt like
amazing.
I felt like a lot of people just didn't care for it.
No, I don't. I think you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong.
It cost between 152 to 175 million to make. It made 1.128 billion at the box office.
I'll take it.
That's not a flop by any means.
Well, I just think it did get very good reviews.
No, I think it did.
I thought they said that the actress wasn't very good.
Oh no, I liked her. I thought it was great.
God, I did not do Coke. We were talking about Coke earlier. I think the incense is getting to me now because my nose has been really itchy.
Has it?
I don't know.
Huh. It seems like it mostly got favorable reviews.
Must have just been the pirate sites that I was reading.
Probably.
On,
Low Key has his own show coming. And,
it's Low Key about to be fire.
It may be.
It's a movie though, right? It's an actual movie, or is it a show?
No, it's a show.
Oh,
it's an original series. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to be an original series as well with those two. They got WandaVision, which is going to be based on the character, the alien. I can't remember what his name is. Or the Vision is his name. So, yeah. Chris Evans will be playing Buzz Lightyear, an Origins movie.
An Origin? I'm down for that.
That's going to be interesting.
I am super down for an Origins Buzz Lightyear movie. Anything Toy Story.
Oh, there's going to be an Up spinoff, a spinoff of Up called Doug.
Oh, there's going to be Down.
They got Zootopia, a new Zootopia, a new Moana, a movie called Tiana, a movie called Baymax.
Betamax?
Baymax.
Is that from Big Hero 6?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
Sister Act 3, which is gonna Whoopi Goldberg will be back for the to play the main character, and Tyler Perry is producing it.
Is he gonna be in it?
Probably at some point.
In drag? Well, not in drag, but
yeah.
He likes to dress up as women.
Disenchanted, which is going to be a sequel to the movie Enchanted.
Disenchanted, that's
Peter Pan live action movie is coming to Disney Plus.
I saw there's some kind of live action movie that I saw a trailer for.
It's going to be called Peter Pan and Wendy, by the way.
There was something. How many other live Pinocchio?
Pinocchio, yes.
Pinocchio. That looks like it's going to be good.
Jude Law. Yeah, that's the next one on the list. It's going to be starring Tom Hanks. wonder who Tom Hanks obviously will be playing Geppetto. I would assume.
I wonder who Tom Hanks is.
I was gonna say, I wonder who he's playing, but obviously he's probably gonna be playing Geppetto. I don't see Tom. Well, remember they did a live action Pinocchio movie with Jonathan Taylor Thomas playing Pinocchio.
It wasn't Disney though, was it?
No, it wasn't Disney.
Because most of these Disney movies are like based on old
Disney cartoons.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm talking like the stories, like the old cartoons are based off of like they're not original Disney stories,
right?
Like they spruced it up a little bit, but it's based like Snow White and all these are based on old. I don't know what these call them, wise tales. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. They're gonna do a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, a hybrid live action animated feature.
The only Chip and Dale I care about is Chris Farley.
That's going to be starring John Mulaney and Andy Samberg as Chip and Dale.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'm a Samberg fan.
Cheaper by the Dozen. It's going to be a new
Cheaper by the Dozen?
Yeah, it's going to be
Steve Martin returning?
No.
Oh.
It's going to be a reimagining of Cheaper by the Dozen. Centers on a blended family of 12. Gabrielle Union will be starring in that. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do we got here?
I think they made a good choice of announcing. Was it any special?
They're gonna have an original movie inspired by the real life stories of Chris Paul.
The basketball player?
Yes.
CP3 is gonna have a movie.
Yep.
Is it about how many teams he's been on in the past 3 years? I'll tell you, it's been three
I don't
teams.
know.
He's been traded around more than an Uncrustable.
Yeah.
At the lunch table.
Never traded my Uncrustable, so I don't get that reference.
Okay.
They're going to also do a remake of 3 Men and a Baby with Zac Efron. There's a name you haven't heard. You don't hear about much.
No, you don't.
Last I really heard about him was Neighbors 2 with, what's his name? Or he's in the Baywatch reboot or the Baywatch.
Yeah, he was
whatever. Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah, that was a big. That's going
to be a big one.
That's been in the works for a while. That's a huge cult classic, the original.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Oh, John Stamos is doing a show called Big Shot.
You remember when he kind of had a resurgence?
Oh yeah,
and then it kind of just fell flat.
Yeah,
everyone's like, "Oh, John Stamos." He had like a straight to TV movie, or maybe it was a TV show. I feel like it was like around Christmas time,
probably
several years ago.
Turner and Hooch is going to begin a remake for Disney Plus with Josh Peck starring.
Oh, Joshy.
Wonder if he's playing Turner or Hooch. That's a good question. Another Mighty Ducks movie.
They're pulling everything out the vault.
Oh, that's actually going to be a series. And Emilio Estevez will be returning to his role as Gordon Bombay. I loved the Mighty Ducks movies when I was a kid. I loved it.
What made him decide to just announce all this stuff? Or was it?
I don't know.
Well, here's my thing. The video game awards were last night.
Were they?
Yeah. I don't know who hosts it or whatever. And so they released a bunch of trailers. So my YouTube subscription, I subscribed to like IGN and stuff, was all this Disney stuff. And then it was like blended in with all these video game. And there's a lot of video games coming out. A lot of video games coming out.
Yeah.
And I just was wondering if there was a reason that they decided that they were on a random Thursday night.
I don't know.
They were.
I'm sure. There's some reason behind it. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I don't know if they wanted to
probably the end of probably because it's about the end of the quarter, so they're trying to get some
subscriptions.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Yeah, because when you think about it, like me, we had a free year for Verizon, and a lot of those they canceled. They're like, maybe they didn't get it. Now they're like, oh, well, now I have a reason to.
Yeah. A lot of new Star Wars shows coming as well.
That's cool. I'm happy for Star Wars fans, but
I'm
not for me.
I don't care. Yeah. Lando Calrissian is getting his show about him. Oh God, there's like 10 new Star Wars shows coming. A lot of Marvel. They are.
Yeah,
Marvel. They announced yesterday that Hayden Christensen will return as Darth Vader in the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which had a lot of Star Wars fans excited. It's going to be a
big
lot.
News. It's a lot.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good year, good few years for Disney Plus, especially with, I mean, movie theaters, like you said, kind of dying out.
Yeah, it sucks because I enjoy going to movie theaters, but let's be real. The last time I went to a theater was actually a couple months ago, and I went to see Friday the 13th, the original Friday the 13th. But before that, I hadn't been to see a movie in but basically 2.5 years. I went to see Deadpool 2. And then you want to guess what the movie was that I went to see before that was?
No, I don't want to
Deadpool.
guess. Oh, okay.
The original. And I hadn't been to a theater since.
Oh, wow.
So,
yesterday was Disney Investor Day.
Oh,
that's why they announced so many shows.
That makes a lot of sense.
So, yeah. So, do they own Lego too?
Yeah, I think they have rights to. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know if those Lego movies had. I know they've made a bunch of DC Lego movies, like the Lego movie with DC characters. But I didn't know if they have any Marvel stuff. I mean, that makes sense if there was some kind of thing going on with Lego. I never got into that either, the Lego stuff.
No, I never did either. Yeah, I've never been a Lego fan. I even when I was a kid, I didn't know. Who are you thumbs upping?
I'm privately responding to things.
Right? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do that on your own time.
I'm interacting with the people.
Yeah, okay. I'll go with that. Whatever gets you laid. Because I'm sure it's your mother you're interacting with watching. Mother. He's showing you, I'm gonna do this with my thumb later, mother. If you don't act right, you're gonna get a stern thumb in the bum, mother. If you don't act right. Mother, you know what I do with this thumb when you act up, don't you? You're British too now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what's going to happen when
voice is just a radio voice. You're actually British.
They sent the British vaccines to America and the America vaccines to Britain.
That makes sense now.
So it's kind of just kind of screwed up.
You know what happens when you act naughty, don't you, mother?
Don't make me run with these scissors.
Yeah, don't make me run with these scissors, mother. You're like one of those, like the guy from 911 who does, or from what's that show about the doctor that was really messed up? Like the doctor that was just like a total dick.
Scrubs?
House.
House.
Like the guy, like in
he
the
was
series,
a dick, but he was hopped up on painkillers.
Oh, yeah. But
that's why he was a dick.
Yeah, but my point was that House had such an American voice in the show, but in real life he has such a strong British accent. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his British accent is. Who played House?
I don't remember his name, but I have a thought that I want to get out, and I'm holding on to it. So we'll continue.
Okay, I just want to play a clip. Okay, Hugh Laurie.
Oh,
let me just play a clip of his voice. No, I'm not going to answer your question. Oh my God,
what is that? Oh, you're playing some stuff for the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I play to myself every now and then. Sitting down.
When you perform minor tasks around.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Shut up, Conan. Let him talk.
But no, that was
8 years.
It is 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years.
That is his voice. He is British. He is a true Brit, which a lot of actors I found out actually have that, where like they have a strong accent, but they can sound so American on the show. Like the guy from 911, the lead actor from there. The show I'm watching now, The Fosters, one of the main girls is that same way.
Have you watched Sons of Anarchy?
No, never watched it.
Not a single episode. Are you familiar with any of the people that are on it?
Just the chick from Peg Bundy.
Oh, no. Her son in the show, Jax.
I know the name because
Chad Hunting or something.
I used to do a podcast with a guy that was obsessed with that show.
It's a great show, and I know I'm not going to be able to be like, hey, watch it, but I think you should.
Yeah, I know. Charlie Hunman.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah,
wonder if he is.
But see, he was in Queer as Folk.
Okay,
and he's British.
I didn't really watch Queer as Folk either.
I didn't watch either, but he's British. Yeah.
He played Nathan Maloney. He's only in 10 episodes.
Yeah, he wasn't in a bunch, but he was.
Oh, but you didn't watch. But you know that he wasn't in a bunch.
Well, I didn't watch I didn't really watch. I've seen like some YouTube stuff. But
you only watch.
He falls into that category.
You only watch the nude scenes.
Yeah, he falls into that category of people that have that accent and they cover it up, but it comes out. You can tell when he's talking every once in a while,
right?
But like you have to kind of be pointed out to it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's coming out. But like if you go on any of it, he was in The Gentleman most recently with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he has a movie coming out called Last Looks.
He was in King Arthur.
Yep, King Arthur.
He was supposed to be one of the original. He was supposed to be.
He was in Pacific Rim.
Yeah, he's supposed to be 50 Shades. The guy from 50 Shades of Grey, the doctor or whatever. I haven't gotten into that.
Dr. Gray or whatever. Or something like
he was supposed to be, and talks got turned down. But he's got a heavy accent, and he talks relatively normal on the Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, Heath Ledger had a strong accent too, but you couldn't tell in some of the movies he did, like in the Batman movie. Where he played Joker, you could not tell he had an accent.
Did he wear it? I'll wear it. I'll call it a wearing it. Did he wear it in Brokeback Mountain?
I don't know. I never watched that movie. I don't think so though. I'm assuming he didn't. I never watched Brokeback Mountain. It's two white guys.
Yeah,
two white cowboys.
That doesn't turn you on.
Give a damn about that.
It's scrawny black men that get you off.
Sure, that'll be mentioned tonight.
Yeah.
Reminder: we will be at the Funny Stop tonight, celebrating my day of birth. If you want to come on out and hang with us, we'll be at the 820 show. Living it up. Living la vida loca. Loca, whatever it is.
Living la vida. Yeah.
Maybe Ricky Martin will show up.
Yeah.
Pop out of a cake. Living la vida loca.
Remember how big he was?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, you couldn't get away from
him.
It's
just that one song.
Well, no, he had a couple. Well, Living la vida loca was his biggest. And then he had a couple other songs. And
I had a CD. I remember.
And then there was two versions of the CD. Unless I'm pretty sure there was a Spanish version and an English version.
There was one version, but it had Spanish versions of songs on it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, he had Living La Vida Loca, and then he had the one song that they used for like the soccer, the World Cup or something.
Yeah.
I think what was it? Well, the Shebang song
Shebangs.
Yeah, that was
William Hung's favorite.
Yes, that was Ricky Martin. He started off in Menudos, which was a group where you got kicked out as soon as you hit puberty. It was kind of like, dating R. Kelly. So, I couldn't think of no one else. I was going to say Jerry Lawler, but a lot of people wouldn't get that reference.
Yeah.
He got really big in about 98. Let's see, what song was?
It was like
98.
Yeah, it was like.
Oh no, it was like 99, 2000.
Yeah, it was "Livin' La Vida Loca," and then there was another song that was like kind of like I feel like it was like slow dancey. Maybe not. And there was a Spanish version of it.
Yeah.
There was a Spanish version of it, and then there was a non-Spanish version of it.
Oh, what was that song? I know what you're talking about now because it was like, let's see. Well, I should tell us what. Let's see here. It was his 1999 album that had. So let's see the tracks. Listen, "Living La Vida Loca," Spanish Eyes, "She's All I Ever Had." I think that was one of them.
That might have been.
"Shake Your Bon Bon." "The Cup of Life" is the one that they used for the World Cup.
Yeah, so he wasn't a one-hit wonder. He might have been like a one-album wonder.
Yeah,
He's got. If you say Ricky Martin, everyone knows who Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
And maybe not Gen Z, but
"She's All I Ever Have." I'm thinking that's
probably. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it was released on June 15, 1999.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Remember how big Santana was?
Oh yeah.
Not Rob Santana, but Rob. What's his?
Carlos Santana.
Yeah, and Rob
Thomas.
Yeah,
with smooth. Give me a heart, make a real horse, forget about it. And that's like a time when, like, that's when I first got into music, like the TRL era.
VH1. See, I got into a VH1, like VH1, MTV.
Yeah.
And VH1 had countdowns, but they were actual like top 10.
I used to like
and then Chumbawamba, Top Thumper.
Yeah, oh yeah. I get the whiskey drink. I get the cider drink. I get a vodka drink. Yeah. But yeah, I used to love Behind the Music on VH1. And like that's when I really started getting into music. I was not a big music fan as a young kid, like when I just listened to whatever my parents listened to. But once I got into like middle school is when I started really getting into music during the Spice Girls and all that. I didn't get into the Spice Girls, but like during that boy band phase.
You didn't get into the Spice Girls?
No, I didn't.
I think everybody got into
Tell you
the
what I
Spice
want,
Girls.
what I really, but that was before like I got into music. I really cared about music. I started caring about music around the, Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, Eminem when they all
New metal
started blowing up.
New metal / like Southern rap, Southern rock rap.
Korn. I was into Korn. Whatever they were showing on TRL is what I was into at that
Papa
time.
Roach.
Oh yeah, cut my life into pieces.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That's like their only hit, wasn't it? Did they have any other hits?
If
I don't know what
if you're into the
define
music,
as hit.
well, if you follow their music, or maybe not to follow them specifically, but they had a
like,
couple songs on that.
Well, like,
and then they had a couple songs after that.
When I
Getting Away with Murder, that was kind of big.
When I think of hits, I think of like crossover songs that not just their audience is going to listen to, but songs that like everyone, because I think you have a different definition of what a hit is, because you think if a song's popular with their crowd, it's a hit.
Yeah,
but like a true hit is
where every radio station was playing it.
Yeah, like it has crossover appeal. So that's just, I don't know, that's how I see it.
Yeah, it was a good time, those early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Not late. What was his name? Carson Daly.
Yep.
Everyone made fun of him because he painted his nails black.
Yeah. I like the Christina Aguilera better switch me chairs so I can sit next to Fred Durst and Carson Daly and hear him argue over who she gave head to first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Carson was actually in the video, which pissed Fred Durst off. Or one of them was in the video. Well, I think it's probably Carson.
Yeah, it's probably Carson. Yeah,
because he always had Eminem on SNL.
Yeah,
TRL. They tried to bring that back recently, and I don't think it bombed. It didn't have the same appeal that it used
TRL.
To. Yeah, because it was more like geared towards
but
rap.
they had the DC Young whatever, the guy from Wild and Out.
DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing with TRL. It was just so iconic. Back in the day, and they never played the whole video, which used to piss me off.
No, only the top like 2 videos.
Yeah, and like you can't tell me you don't have time to play. It's the same thing over and over, and they had crowds and stuff, and everyone.
Oh yeah, outside. Oh yeah, it was always packed.
Did you see that skit on Chappelle's show when he had the camera that saw it? They had different. He's like, if you put this, you could see the last person you slept with. If you see this, you've never seen that skit. Mm-hmm. Oh, Carson Daly's in a Chappelle show skit. And you'll have to check it out.
In 2018, or they brought TRL back in 2017. In 2018, they took it from an hour show to a half-hour show. So, yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't.
Yeah.
It's like the childhood, though. You think it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just can't bring it back.
MTV back then was. I mean, now it's just full of. I don't know. I used to live off of MTV.
I did too.
Like early 2000s. MTV, VH1, not so much, but I love the 80s. I love the 90s. I used to watch that religiously.
Right. So the top 10 videos of all time on TRL. 2003 is the newest video that they have in this list. So number 10, Outkast.
Hey Ya. Yeah. I remember that. That was big.
Number 9, Blink 182.
What's My Age Again?
Number 8. Oh, I'm sorry. 2004 was the top one.
Oh.
Usher featuring Ludacris and Little John with Yeah. Number 7, Beyonce featuring Jay-Z.
That would be Bonnie and Clyde.
Crazy in Love.
Crazy in Love. Yeah. Sorry.
Number 6, Kid Rock.
Only God Knows Why.
No, Bob with the Bob.
Bob with the Bob, really?
Yeah. Number 5, Christina Aguilera featuring Redman.
Get Crazy. Something. Dirty.
Number 4, NSYNC.
No. Bye.
Yep. Number 3, Backstreet Boys.
Quit Playing Games with My Heart.
No. I want it that way.
Okay.
Tell me why. Both those videos, I Want It That Way and Bye Bye Bye, had the same director.
Oh.
But they're managed by the same guy, too. Number 2 was Eminem.
Real Slim Shady.
Yes. And number 1. What do you think number 1, the greatest TRL video of all time was?
Stan.
No.
No?
No. Britney Spears.
Oops, I did it again.
Baby One More Time.
Baby. Oh yeah,
Oh,
when she was on
baby.
when she was on whatever the moon or whatever it
No,
was.
no, that was
Oh, Baby One More Time. No, that was
when she's in the
Oops, I Did It Again.
Oops, I Did It, or Baby One More Time.
Well, she was in the schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Oops, I Did It Again. Baby One More Time, she's in the schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oops, I Did
baby.
It Again wasn't she was in that like red like leather.
Oops, I Did It Again was the red suit where she
Yeah.
went to the moon, or
They had that little sports or thing, not sports,
like
thing.
the Titanic kind of. They made like
Yeah.
kind of parody the Titanic. Oops, I did it again. So yeah. So that was kind of when Carson Daly hit it big too.
Mm-hmm. And he's still doing stuff, right?
Oh yeah, he has.
He replaced Casey Kasem at one point, right? Or he had a show that on that in that slot. Yeah.
Yeah. And now he hosts The Voice. Ryan Seacrest is doing Top 40, Casey Kasem's old show. He does do a weekly Top 30 countdown show called The Daily Download with Carson Daly. It's produced by CBS Radio and syndicated through Westwood One. It airs Saturday and Sunday mornings in 3 to 4 hour editions across the country. So yeah, he really hit it big. Remember when when MTV used to do the VJ competitions, like become a VJ?
Kind of.
That's how they had the one VJ that won the 1 year, Jesse, who was just really weird. But yeah, VJ, I don't even think they have VJs anymore. Video jockeys.
Yeah.
Let's see, because some of the famous ones. Oh well. Rick Moranis, they said, is the one that came up with the name VJ. But yeah, MTV had some great VJs back in the day. Let's see here. MTV, they had some of these guys: Bill Bellamy, Ashley Simpson, Carson Daly, obviously. Carmen Electra was a VJ. Colin Quinn, Daisy Fuentes, Dave Holmes. Dave Holmes, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Ed Lover and Dr. Dre. Not that Dr. Dre, a different one.
Dr. Dre. Downtown
Julie Brown. Yeah, they had a whole bunch of Kennedy, who is now a political analyst. I didn't know Mandy Moore was one. Yeah, they had a bunch of them. Tyrese was one. Yeah, they had a bunch of them. Jesse Camp was his name. And he won the first Wanna Be a VJ competition. In 2008, though, he had some problems. He went missing, but I guess police found him safe. But he always looked like he had drug issues anyways. I mean, he just looked like that type of person. But they only did 3 VJ competitions with Jesse winning the first one. The second one was run by Thalia DaCosta, who I've never heard of. Third one was run by a guy named Ray Munns, who I've also never heard of. So, yeah. VJs. They need to bring that back. I mean, why are they still called MTV anyways?
Yeah, they don't play music.
They haven't in years. Probably since Earl went away. They've not been a music channel. It's been all reality. Which, I mean...
Well, they have a bunch of different sub-channels.
Yeah, but still, even then, they're still... Like, It's like they got a VJ for like all their channels, but you've never heard of any of them. So MTV was the good old days of TV back when they actually had music. Back in the day, they used to have to run an ad called "I Won My MTV" because they were on so little channels or so little areas actually had them when they first started out. Can you be any more uninterested in this conversation?
I'm having some stomach pains right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you dying?
Yeah.
How bad are they?
I don't know. I think I'm pregnant. I don't know.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
I told you we should have used protection.
Yeah.
Go sit on the couch over there.
No, I'm gonna try to push through this. I don't know what happened. I'm just
You got a
out of the
poo-poo?
blue. No, it's not like that kind of stuff. It's like a pulsing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna go join my classmate in the hospital.
As long as it ain't with Corona.
Yeah, that would be suck.
Oh yeah, because then that would ruin my day.
Yeah, that would ruin your day. I'll wait till tomorrow to tell you.
Appreciate it.
I'll wait till 12:01 and be like, hey,
BT Dubs.
Yeah, and you called me at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
In a hospital bed. I'm like, come on.
Oh God, no. They used to MTV used to do spring break every year. Which
Yeah,
was
that
always
was
a big
cool.
thing. You remember? Have you ever seen the one where they tricked Jerry Springer, not MTV, but they did Jerry Springer live, and the guest on there were just lied about everything. They came up with a story just to get on, and it came out later. Which now I think Jerry Springer's all scripted anyway, so maybe that's what started it.
Jerry Springer's always kind of had scripted stuff, though. I know some people that have been on Jerry.
No, yeah, I do too. Yeah.
I've always wanted to be on Jerry, though.
We could come up with a good story to be on Jerry. Let's come up with something.
I think they just I think you just email them and like, hey, I want to be on, and they hit you up like, hey, we have a story about something.
Yeah.
Are you interested in being on?
Maybe if we could find a midget to go on with us, and we can act like we're fighting over the midget,
The little person. You gotta be more
I'm
PC,
sorry.
buddy.
The little midget. We can act like we're fighting over it, and it turns out that the midget is
a
actually
tranny?
is actually a transsexual.
Oh, sorry. Now it's my turn to be
Yeah, that
on
was
PC.
Oh, God, Corey, get yourself together. Trying to get us boycotted. The trans community will not appreciate that disrespect. But yeah, so anyways, the midget, we get it and we take it on and we talk about, we're both in love. The midget's been playing us both. And we're both in love, deadly in love. We would kill for this little bundle of joy. And then the midget's like, by the way, guys, I'm actually a guy. And then I'd be like, what? Is that why your beard always tickled my balls? And I want the midget to look very manly. I just want the midget to have like a really bad looking wig on, but like full facial hair, wear a skirt out there with his hairy legs showing. Like, I just want it to be the worst looking, like obvious that this is actually a man, but we're going to act really surprised by it. Like, what? You're what?
There was an episode of Jerry, wasn't there? The guy was like,
I thought midgets were just hairy.
but that was part of your condition.
Right. I thought all midgets came with a coat rack between their legs. I thought that was like a kickstand. Since you're so short, we just kick that thing over and you won't fall. Oh, you're actually a guy. Shocker. Yeah.
I think they'd go for that.
I think so. I think it's compelling television.
What is he on now? Is he still on Fox?
No, I think the show's over with.
I know that Steve got his own show.
Yeah.
Right? Steve.
I think Jerry Springer's actually doing a Judge Jerry thing now, and I don't think the Jerry Springer show is on anymore. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, we know. Maybe it is. The CW required rerun rights to the show to fill an hour on their daytime time slot. Okay. So yeah, they're done. They did their last show in 2018. Huh.
Jerry will be missed.
And Jerry now does a show where he's a judge.
Judge Jerry.
Yeah.
So is he competing directly with Judge Judy?
Yeah, I guess so. Judge Judy, she's like the highest paid person in TV, which is crazy to think. But there's more money in syndication than there is. Like, there's more money being a syndicated show than there is just being like a network show. Because you make more money in syndication from all those markets, because all those markets are paying for your show, plus the sponsors. So, that's interesting. There had been continuous debate over the authenticity of the fighting. In an interview, a production assistant stated that we try our hardest to screen people, and inauthentic seeming guests have been kicked off stage. Felt that the Christopher Sterling of George Washington University Media Department compared the program to professional wrestling. Some producers later claimed the fights on the show were inspired by the fights and angles in WWE. 16 former guests of the Jerry Springer Show who were interviewed on various U.S. media outlets such as entertainment news program Extra, Rolling Stone magazine, and the New York Post claim there is a fight quota for each episode and that they and other guests were encouraged to fight one another. In the past, producers booked professional wrestlers such as the Iron Sheik, Razor Ramon, Jamie Dundee, Too Tough Tony, Madman Pondo, and One Man Crew, as well as lady wrestlers and midget wrestlers. One guest.
There you go again with
that's what the article says, Corey.
Oh, you're reading it verbatim.
Yes.
Okay.
So yell at Wikipedia. One guest would be a then unknown Justin Roberts, a primary ring announcer for WWE. Springer would later make guest appearances during Raw on 2 occasions. Huh. That's
yeah.
cool.
Jerry had a relationship with WWE.
Yeah, he I don't think he was a fan, but
he had a relationship.
I think he looked at wrestling as lowbrow entertainment, which is funny coming from him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jerry Springer has a show called Judge Jerry. He planned on retiring after his show ended, but NBC Universal offered him apparently too much money.
It's all about the money.
Yeah. The signature Jerry chant has been carried over to Judge Jerry, albeit only during the warm-up and never during the actual
of course, you can't go Jerry in the middle of court.
Yeah. Cases for Judge Jerry are chosen from pending small claim court cases that have already been filed in jurisdictions across the United States. According to Springer, this is to prevent litigation from purposely seeking out the show to earn 15 minutes of fame, a problem he had on the Jerry Springer Show. So, yeah. It was renewed for a second season. So, yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of these judge shows do, is if you file a case in small, like they comb like court dockets and stuff for small claims cases, and then they'll contact the defendant to be like, hey, are you willing to have this case heard on our show? And we will, we'll pay you to come out and it's like whatever. I almost went on Judge Mathis a few years ago in a dispute with the landlord, but the landlord wouldn't agree to it. And they pay for you to come out. They pay for your hotel. They give you money for food and everything. And then they pay you a certain amount. Now, whatever judgment you win comes out of the other person's money that they receive for the show. So you're guaranteed to get paid if you win. And if you don't win, you both get the same amount of money. But if you win yours, you get money out of, whatever. Maybe we should go on one of those court shows. But you have to, legit
have
file.
a legit small file.
Well, here's the thing. Like with Judge Mathis, I contacted Judge Mathis about my case, and they called me like, yeah, we'd love to have you on. And like, well, you got to file the case first so we can pull the docket from there. And that, and then the case will be dropped and we'll hear it on our show. So I also was almost on the Dr. Phil show. I don't think I told you about this.
No.
This
is news to me.
When I was co-hosting the podcast with Just Incredible years ago. Well, not years ago. It was 2018. When I was hosting the podcast with him, he got in some legal trouble again. This is after I got him bailed out of jail twice, mind you, in just a few months. But he did real bad drinking problem, and he was refusing to get, like, he would lie and say he was getting help, and he wouldn't. He'd lie and say, oh, I'm going to rehab. I won't be able to talk to you for 3 months. I'll be in rehab. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then like 2 weeks later, he'll message me and be like, yeah, man, I just got out of rehab. Like, come on, man. Like, you never went to rehab. Like, you're lying. I know you're lying. And like, I knew he was lying because like the guy that runs, because WWE pays for their wrestlers' rehab even after they left the company. So the guy that ran WWE's rehab, I was in contact with quite often. And he would, because we'd be trying to get Justin in rehab. Okay, he's getting out of jail. We want to get him straight to a rehab, like straight to the airport on a plane, get him to rehab. And then, when Justin was in rehab, I got a call from the WWE guy talking about, hey, is Justin still trying to do the rehab? I haven't heard from him. I've been trying to get in contact with him. He's not answering. It's like, well, he told me that he's in rehab, like that he left her. He's like, no, he did not go. He told us he needed some time to get things situated at home. He's like, so we kind of knew he wasn't going to go, because if you really want to go and get better, you go right then and there. You don't say, oh, I need, because then you just talk yourself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's how they got us at the school.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how they got you at the school.
Do you want to,
can you start tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
If you go home and you say, I'll do it next month, you're never going to do it.
Never going to do it.
Yep.
You'll never do it. So yeah, that's, but yeah, so I knew he wasn't in rehab, but I was like, whatever. I'm not, whatever. And then he'd call me 2 weeks like, yeah, man, I just got out of rehab. And I'm just like, in the back of my head, I'm like, no, you didn't. Why do you feel the need to lie? But whatever. I'll let you pretend whatever you want to pretend about. But yeah, so that was so anyways, I contacted Dr. Phil at one point while he was still in jail about getting him on the show. And they said, yeah, we'll pay for him to come down here. We'll pay for all you to come down here. You, him, his wife, whatever. Dr. Phil talked to him, and if need be, we'll pay for his rehab. If he agrees to go to rehab, we'll pay for it, but he'll have to go right at the end of the episode. So
it's more like an intervention.
Yeah,
you guys are going to have an intervention for him.
Yeah, and she told me, she's like, if he agrees to go to rehab, he has to go at the end of the show for us to cover it. Like he has to agree to go then and there, which he never would have did anyways. Mm-hmm. So I had it all set up for him, and the way I pitched it to him, like, man, this is gonna be great publicity for you. Like you'll be on national TV, and everyone loves a comeback story, because he was supposedly shooting. They had a documentary they were filming about him that they're trying to do, kind of like the Jake Roberts documentary that DDP put together. Showing him getting clean and getting better, but Justin could never get clean long enough to get the happy ending to the movie. So it's been in limbo for like 3 years now. And they spent so much money trying to make this damn documentary about him, and he keeps screwing it up. But I was like, man, just think of the publicity. Then when the documentary comes out, boom, you was on Dr. Phil, and they can use footage from Dr. Phil in the documentary. I'm trying to give him like all these upsides to doing, the Dr. Phil show. And in the back of my head, I'm like, well, I don't care about any of that, but at least this way he'll get help. Because when you're on national TV, it's harder to be like, no, I don't want to go to rehab right now. And Dr. Phil's not going to let you just be like, okay, well.
Oh, you said no. All right. Well, see you guys next week on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, just contact me when you're ready to go. Like, Dr. Phil ain't going to do that. He's going to be like, well, why won't you go? Like, he's going to beat you until you decide to go.
Yeah, I mean, look how much fame. I know he already had his name in the industry, but look at Catch Me Outside Girl.
Oh yeah,
she's got trillions. Trillions. She's got a lot of followers. She's got a big thing.
So she wasn't famous before Dr. Philip. Parents was. Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like,
you're saying, but Justin had a little bit of fame already.
Yeah, but like that could have skyrocketed him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just
could have made him relevant again. I mean, he hasn't been on TV since like 2000, and like he hasn't been a mainstay on TV since like 2002. So it definitely could have did wonders for him. But he just chose not to for whatever reason. He didn't want the help, And it's like, it's a free trip to LA. I want to go. I would love to go to LA.
Yeah.
Free hotel, and they'll pay for your rehab. What more can you want? I look really cross-eyed on that camera. So, oh God, I look cross-eyed. What is that? So yeah, we tried, but some people just don't want the help. And you can't force anyone to get it that don't want it, I guess. That's why, and that's why people like Jake Roberts and all them, it took them so long to get sober. And even these celebrities you see that have died after attempt after attempt to get them clean and sober. Yeah, it's just crazy. Oh my God!
You have to want it. That's the one thing.
Oh yeah,
if you want sobriety, you have to want it.
And that's one thing, because I used to talk to Road Dogg. who a lot of people, if you ever watch wrestling, you probably know who Road Dogg is. I used to talk to him a lot about what's going on with Justin because he knew Justin, obviously. They were friends. They worked together, whatever. One of Justin's best friends was X-Pac. So, yeah, they all knew each other is what I'm getting to. But I would talk to him constantly about what's going on with Justin. He'd be like, man, if he don't want it, he don't want it. And he'd be like, you're a good dude, though. I mean, it's cool that you care so much. He's like, but if you don't want it, no one can do it for him. I'm like, yeah. But is there a way? But possibly could we? But yeah, I was always, I was trying. But it happens sometimes.
That's the one thing is that you have to want it, and if you don't want it, you're not going to take it seriously. You're not going to get the help.
Right.
And people go to rehab because they want other people. Other people want them to do it.
Right.
And they want to do it for other people. And like you have to have a want for yourself. You can't just be like, I'll do it because someone else wanted me to. It has to be like, I'll do it because someone else wanted me to, and I know that they know that's what's best for me.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. You got it. You got it right.
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about. Breaking news, Corey.
Ooh, what?
Someone has actually got a Grammy nomination that was just
really
announced.
Someone got a Grammy nomination.
Oh, yeah. You're going to like this one, Corey.
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. So let's see here.
Trying to figure out how to break the news?
Yes. It's a Grammy nom for Best Music Video. Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Blue Ivy Carter is in the running for her first Grammy for being featured in the beginning and end of Beyonce's music video, Brown Skinned Girl. She's been added with her mother to that category.
Blue Ivy's got to be what? 7, 8?
Yeah.
7, 8, maybe, about 7 or 8.
Yeah. Alex Trebek still not getting a nomination for spoken word for his memoir, even though Ken Jennings is. And The Weeknd still has no nominations. Did you think it was going to be The Weeknd?
Yeah. You kind of catfished me.
Well, Corey, sometimes you got to do that to get what you want. And what I wanted was to see you upset. She's 8. Blue Ivy is 8 now. God, does that not make me feel old? Seems like just yesterday, Jay-Z and Solange were fighting in an elevator. And now little Blue Ivy is 8. Well, they have 2 other kids, didn't they? Didn't they have twins?
I think so. I think they have more kids. Yeah.
I want to say they gotta have twins.
Beyonce still looks good after all this time. Jay-Z is kind of like showing his age. I know he's a little bit older, obviously, but
yeah. Beyonce drinks that children's blood as well that Tom Hanks drinks. Yeah. So that's how she looks so young. Have you seen what was his name? Okay, so she had twins in 2017. Okay, so she had twins then. So she has 3 kids now. What's his name from Greece? John Travolta. Have you seen him since he shaved all his hair off?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
So weird.
Yeah, John Travolta's kind of creepy.
Everyone knew he wore a toupee for years, and finally he's just like, screw it, I have no hair. I'm just gonna go with it now. But yeah, he wore a toupee for years, and anyone knew it. So good for him, though. Finally going by. He lost his wife this year, sadly.
Yeah.
She's one of the many deaths this year. R.I.P. F's in the chat. Christopher says, Hennessy!
It's me.
Said we're going to have a back dock smackdown.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
I might have a...
I'm sure he will say that. Are you sticking around the studio for a little while? You got some time to kill before the show.
Yeah.
Because I got to do some birthday stuff, or I'd invite you over. But I don't know what he has planned. I'm not gonna get hit by that train again.
I'm good. I might hang out. I'll hang out for a little while. I think
I can get hit by that train again. You better.
Plus, I still got this thing going on, so I'm gonna hang out and I'm gonna relax for a little bit.
You better not ditch me tonight and not go. I think you're faking just so you don't have to go.
I doubt it.
I think so. I think that's what you're doing. I think you're using it as an excuse to bail out on me.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
You better not. It's my birthday. You got to be there. It's our first birthday together.
Yeah.
You didn't get me anything, so you got to come to my party.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Hard times, buddy.
My party.
Hard times.
You better be there. I'm so mad if you ain't. I'm going to be pissed if you're not there. But yeah, me and Corey, we'll be at the Funny Stop tonight for the 8 o'clock show. Come out and say hello and join us. It's going to be a good time. But that's about it for us tonight. I'm going to let Corey go relax. You're going to go lay on the couch.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to go take a little. Yeah.
And then go to the Funny Stop tonight.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for us tonight. We will be back Monday at 4 o'clock for another episode of Good Times to be had by all. Until then, remember, if you see that picture of Jesus on Facebook, share it or you will go to hell. Say goodbye, Corey.
Bye-bye.
So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly. One never knows when the homosexual